Hey everybody, welcome to our weekend check-in video for Psych 45 Research Methods for Saturday, March 11th. And like I always do, just going to go over a few reminders and clarifications. So let's get started. First up here is that your most recent discussion on Chapter 8 on Between Subjects Designs. That was due yesterday, so a lot of you did a good job on your submissions there, so I was pleased to see that. It was pretty easy to design a simple between subjects design study and then just identify one sort of participant variable that could become a confound when you compare your groups. So I just wanted you to think about that stuff like we covered in lecture this week. Next up here is that the quiz for Chapter 8, that'll be in class this coming Tuesday on the 14th, so make sure that you're prepared for that. You work together in your small groups as always to do that. And here's our plan for next week. We're going to go ahead, and finish up Chapter 8. Between subjects designs this coming Tuesday. We're going to go ahead and start introducing Chapter 9, which I've been alluding to a lot as we've covered Chapter 8 on within subjects designs, and start taking a look at what those are all about. And the particular problem that comes in within subjects designs are these things called order effects. And so we're going to be taking a look at all those, which are really difficult things to deal with there. But we'll start with all that on Tuesday, and on Thursday we'll just continue talking about some more things regarding within subjects designs and covering more about order effects and how we actually control those things too. Pardon me there, my cat just did something. I was like making sure it was okay. Kind of threw me off there. All right, and we will have our discussion for Chapter 9 due next week there on the 17th on that Friday, so make sure you've got it in at that time. Again, it's going to be a design discussion board. You're going to have to design it within subject study this time. And again, in the setup for the discussion, I do give you lots of good background information so you can easily design your own study once you've read and gone through the example that I provided there for you. So definitely make sure you give yourself enough time to do that there. Next up here, and importantly, as I've been saying in lecture, that we have our outline due this coming Tuesday on the 14th. Remember, there's an APA literature review module there underneath Unit 5 of our course material. So scroll down towards the bottom of our course page, you'll find the APA module. I'm going to open up the instructions for Component 2, the outline, and there at the very top, just like you saw for the Part 1 instructions, there's a little short how-to video where I walk you through in a show and tell way with the video and screenshots and just kind of show you what you got to do and tell you what you got to do. So do take a look at that. There are a number of samples I've provided there as well of completed outlines, so do take a look at those, particularly the ones that are labeled social psychology outlines. You might want to take a look at those just so you can see what you more or less need to turn in, so you have a real good sense of what stuff should look like. That'll really help you a lot, so I can't stress that enough, so please do take advantage of those. Importantly there too, as you'll find in the instructions, you need to cite all 10 of your references at least once, and a citation generally means you're going to put the author or authors' names enclosed within parentheses along with the year of publication. That's generally the minimal thing you're going to provide, and if you are quoting, you need to put a page number there too. And speaking about quoting, however, do be careful that you don't just present an outline with block after block of quotes, because, as I say in the instructions, quoting isn't writing, and that will really cost you some points there. So some quoting is okay, just don't have nothing but quotes in your outline, because that can get you into some problems there. Because in the final paper, that rule is going to apply too. You can't just put block after block of quote and just have some bare connecting language between the quotes, because that really just isn't writing. I want you to do something a little different, but again, some quoting is totally fine. Also, make sure you put your references on a new page. This is because this is what you have to do in the final paper too, so I want everybody to get used to doing that there. So start them on a quote fresh page when you present your references. And as always, make sure that you do incorporate any feedback I gave you from Part 1 of this writing assignment. So if you had an issue with your topic, your thesis statement, the formatting of your references in APA style, I gave you plenty of detailed feedback about that, so do take that feedback to correct and remedy those issues. I don't want to see anyone get dinged for the same points or issues because of what you had the first time around, because I gave you that feedback to be, quote, constructive, so you could fix that stuff. So fix it up so you don't end up having the same problems, because I do check on all those things, of course. All right, that's everything I wanted to say for this time. If you need anything in the meantime, reach out via email on Canvas, and I'll be glad to get back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in class, as usual, on Tuesday evening. So take care until then. Bye-bye.